Hey guys, and welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy. Much to Lewis's delight, there will be no more Honey Hive 2.0. It's time to go for Beach Bowl 2.0.
Is this Seaside Galaxy?
Yep, that's the one. The very same.
Oh, you want to know something fun? I actually have a funny story about Seaside Galaxy involving my first and second playthroughs of the game. Okay? It involves the Silver Star mission that we'll do later, and, what actually wound up happening the first time I played the game is that I got all of the silver stars except one that's like way back by the lighthouse, and I fell to my death trying to get that silver star at the very end and had to go do the whole silver star mission again. And then on my second playthrough, I wound up doing the same exact thing, getting that silver star last and falling to my death getting it. It's not even a hard silver star to get.
That wasn't actually funny at all. That was more tragic than anything. Oh, it's Captain Toad. How's the sales going, you big cowardly...
Oh, it's this asshole.
Captain Toad talks tough, but he kind of piled on the pounds stress eating after the events of Galaxy 1 and 2. A little bit too animated for a killer... Is that a killer whale?
Yeah, well, yeah. I think so. His face kind of throws everything off.
Yeah. This isn't a race, it's just one of those things where you have to go through 8 rings, so it's actually pretty chill, honestly.
You know, the thing about killer whales is the big white splotches on their sides tend to draw more attention than the eyes most of the time, so that they actually look like they're supposed to be eyes. But this one's got big, round, like, huge eyes that look weird when you put them next to the white spots.
Very DreamWorks-esque, actually.
What are those red lights?
Oh, they're the brake lights.
I didn't know you could do that.
If you hold the Z button, you can slow down. It's actually really good for these things. There's another type of this mission in Galaxy.
I have never slowed the shell down, ever. I had to... I like that.
It does make you think, though. Why do the Koopas have, like, headlights and brake lights?
Yeah, do they have reverse lights, too? Hazard lights?
Beep, beep, check me out, I'm reversing.
Right into the pit.
Now, is there actually any kind of time limit following Sharky here?
The rings do disappear after a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And if you miss even a single one, you fail! He shall rule the oceans forever.
You know, you gotta get all those rings, otherwise Virtual Metropolis is going to, I don't know, be destroyed.
No, not that. No, it's not those rings.
Solve my galaxy.
Yeah, that's right, you're stranded, die!
Why did the idiot wash up on shore the moment you got the last ring?
He was just coming to say hello.
Also, that shark is another case where you meet the same exact character in multiple galaxies.
Okay, in this regard, you're right. In terms of, like, the multiple bees that are spread out across the cosmos, you're a big racist. Moving on.
It's not even a shark.
So, Seaside, as a whole, we bitched a lot about Honey Hive 2.0. Ryan, what do you think about this one, mate?
I'm just not a fan of this area in general. It's a little too long for its own good. So,
Not enough widespread exploration, basically.
yeah, it's just one path you can take.
There's a lot of water. And because...
It's everywhere, get used to it.
Yeah. Well, you know, water exploration is obviously not as fast, or it's not as fast as land exploration unless you're using a Koopa shell. And in other instances, they want you to use, say, like Bee Mario, which, you know, gives you the altitude, but has none of the speed. So this one kind of drags. At the very least, the stars are easy to get.
They're pretty goddamn easy. Yeah, you got a go through the rings mission, you got a race mission, and then a collectathon, and that's about it.
Yeah, somehow I get the feeling that this level was supposed to be another surfing mission.
What, with the manta ray?
Yeah, it's kind of like they took a surfing track and sort of bastardized it into an actual level when they decided, you know what, 3 of these is a bit much. Maybe we shouldn't go there.
The more cynical side of me is saying, like, since this dome and all the levels within it comes after the point where you can go to fight Bowser for the final time, like, at the very earliest point, they didn't really want to try that hard.
Maybe. On the other hand, I don't really mind Seaside's overall design.
Oh no, it's beautiful.
It's just more the size of it gets in the way a bit. It's not so bad for the race missions, but when you actually have to actively explore for stuff, it gets a bit, yeah.
Would be Mario, no less.
The first two missions kind of give you the wrong mentality for it, because they're races.
Yeah.
You know, it gives you the impression that this galaxy is nothing but fast times ahead, and then they make you slow down or crawl to collection.
Ah, got you, sucker. Oh, those are some insane eyebrows.
Are they eyebrows? Oh yeah, they are eyebrows. They were all the way to the back of his head.
It's like one of those penguins you feed to a chow when you want them to look like a Dr. Wily or something. I don't know.
Like with many things you were said in this playthrough, the beginning of the sentence scared me. The end of it brought me comfort.
Well, you've never given a chow a penguin just so that it would have huge eyebrows?
Well, no, you started by saying, I'm going to feed a penguin to, and then it was to a chow, so it wasn't a real penguin, so... Anyway. Just being pedantic now.
Well, flicky penguins are penguins too.
Another Cosmic Mario race.
So it's 3 races then.
Yeah, again, giving you more of the mentality that this galaxy is nothing but fast.
There's the goal. Reach it before Cosmic Mario, and you're good.
I seem to remember this being the only Cosmic Mario race that I actually had a close call with as Mario, and one of the ones that absolutely kicked my ass is Luigi.
Well, Cosmic Luigi, I think, John, you mentioned this earlier in the playthrough, uses, like, advanced strats and whatnot.
I think I was actually the one to mention that.
One of us did. That's all that matters. Cosmic Mario, well, he gets a red shell out of nowhere. First off, cheater. Cosmic Mario has a tendency of not grabbing all the red rings for speed boost. Cosmic Luigi does.
Oh yeah, he's hard mode.
Yeah, but even if you get all the speed boosts, he's still pretty close to you when you get up onto the lighthouse platforms.
This bit could be the turning point of the race, because there's a bit of an awkward transition going from sea to land.
Yeah, and get rid of that shell the moment you get on land, that way you can long jump your way to the star.
I enjoy hearing his little exasperated cry of defeat in the background.
Well, I just like how he immediately teleports to the star area once you grab it, just so he can pout. I'm a cosmic abomination.
Alright, back we go.
Man, I can't wait until Super Mario Galaxy 2 when the Cosmic Clone learns the Shadow Clone Jutsu.
And now it's time for our collectathon.
You ready for this, Lewis? You ready for the nightmares to recommence?
This mission just takes so long. How long are we going to spend here? Please tell me we're not going to spend the rest of the part here.
That's the rest of the part.
Oh no! How will we ever live?
It's actually not. I'm sending him down the river on a ruse cruise, but don't tell him.
So you need to utilize B Mario for this one.
Stop shining that in my face.
Why are bees here?
They're helping to look for the silver stars.
No, but how did they get here?
Oh, they took a launch star.
How did Mario get here, Lewis? Come on, keep up.
Well, Mario has the Comet Observatory. What do these bees have? Do they have space travel?
Bees have politics. They have honey, I guess. They probably built a spaceship out of honey.
Yeah, you know, It's funny because Rosalina makes this big deal about you collecting power stars to travel from galaxy to galaxy, and the same thing can be said of Galaxy 2, but it's heavily implied that all these random NPC characters have space travel means of their own. How are they doing this?
No, I think what happens is that Mario collects so many power stars, he resonates that energy all over the place.
Hello and welcome back to Game Theory.
Hey, these are legitimate questions, alright? Someone has to ask them.
Why are there Lego blocks on Knuckles' shoes? All this and more.
And then Mario just faceplants through the windshield, and you know what happens to a spaceship that loses its windshield in mid-flight?
Well, first of all, I'd say it's a really bad idea to build a spaceship with glass windows. I was actually watching the Red Letter Media review of, I think it was Star Trek Generations earlier, where the Enterprise crashes and the windows, like, cave in, as if they were made of glass. A really bad idea.
That's actually something that Mass Effect brings up is like in like the supplementary novels and stuff. It's like the spaceships, military spaceships, sometimes don't even have any kind of viewports at all. But like the human spaceships will, simply because it's more romantic that way, and that helps get recruits.
Also, it's like instinctive. Like, you need to be able to see something. I mean, you could have long-range scanners and the like, but sometimes the human eye needs to see what it sees.
Yeah, no matter how small the viewpoint is, because the people that ride submarines like to deep subterranean levels have like a window that's only like, I think, at like 2 inches wide, but the glass is like 9 inches thick.
It would have to be to withstand.
Well, yeah, it would have to be in order to withstand the pressure, yeah. And as we finish this commentary subject, I realize we are only 3 silver stars in.
Well, don't worry, we'll get the next 2 in rapid succession, don't worry. The nightmare is almost over.
Yeah, the only real painful thing about this mission is that the stars are so spread out and the track is so goddamn long.
Yeah, there's 3 to the north of where Mario starts and 2 behind Mario.
If you just, like, carry on in the direction you're facing when you land, don't backtrack, you'll do okay, because you'll eventually wind up back here anyway.
Yeah. Oh, camera was freaking out on you for a second there.
Camera, freaking out in Mario Galaxy. You're pulling me leg, John.
I really gotta stop doing that. It's not even my leg.
Give it back.
So Galaxy did do this before Lost World.
Galaxy did a lot of things before Lost World.
No, I meant specifically like the juice spouts that you ride from one planetoid to another.
It did the whole fucking game
coast.
before Lost World.
Except Mad Space. SA2 did that first.
I'm getting surprisingly mad about this.
It's okay, unleash your true feelings, Tom.
God damn it, why is that crab sitting in the middle of the trail of musical notes? That's just mean.
It is just his want. Don't blame him for it.
All for an extra life you don't need.
I got a sick addiction. I need all the extra one-mans.
You collect it because you can and you were gonna do it anyway.
Uh-huh. Lewis, you know a lot about that, right?
Why do they do that?
They give me a collectible and then they throw it away.
They send it back to the starting point, so no matter which fucking silver star you get, you have to backtrack.
I'm sorry, man. I did design the game. I'd change it to suit your needs if I could.
Okay, I guess it's not too bad when you get that star last, because you can just launch yourself twice and get back to the gold star. Okay, I'll give them some credit for that. Because that probably is the gold star you get last.
Well, there's another launch star that you can use to get back to that point on the other end of the sea slide.
So either way, it's not taking up too much time no matter which way you go about it.
You don't see Lewis get angry that often, at least from the commentaries I've watched.
It's just kind of jarring, is all. When something I don't like in a really good game shows up, Well, it's like, I like everything else so much that the thing that I don't like is more annoying to me than it would be in a game that was just or just kind of good.
It's like when I'm playing a 3D Sonic game. Sonic himself is fine. Everything else seems to be a bit crap.
Yeah, but you can't sell it just off Sonic alone.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
Yeah, well, you don't tell me that. I'm telling you that.
I've been there, man. I've been in the trenches.
You should be a stand-up comedian.
I would promptly shot the next night.
You know, if the planet I was on had black holes within the atmosphere, I'd probably move. Like go to Mars or something. They're colonizing that now, right?
Well, you know, if your planet had black holes within the atmosphere, it would be steadily draining its own atmosphere into the black holes. The more you know.
That's why I'd want to move, Lewis. I don't want to die.
Are we inside a planetoid within a planet? Because we have a blue sky in the background.
Well, and there's water as well. I'm assuming that's how water is formed.
Well, no, I mean, if it was a black starry sky in the background, we can just assume that this is water floating in the rifts of space. But there's a blue sky behind us, which means we'd have to be at a planet.
Maybe it's just the planet's atmosphere. Gravity with clouds around it.
Yeah. A planetoid within a planet.
Don't ever ask us to teach science lessons. Not going to end well.
No, I mean, like, maybe this one planetoid just has an atmosphere and gravity that's strong enough to have clouds and has the right kind of, atmospheric composition to project a blue sky during daylight.
Guess you're the science guy now.
Well, my name isn't Bill Nye, so that doesn't quite, flow.
Lewis Bill Nye. Beautiful name.
No, it's like, if you say Louis Medeiros the science guy, it just doesn't freestyle as well, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not trying to offend you, but whenever I hear your second name, I think of Madeira Cake. But I think that's just my fat guy sensibilities talking.
I often forget Lewis has a last name.
I often forget I exist. Ooh, existential. Okay, Ryan, you haven't said much. Tell us how this one works, mate.
You collect all the notes and get the star.
Thank you, Ryan. See you next week. Check's in the mail.
You son of a bitch. I'm good at my job.
You'd swear at me until you're blue in the face, Tom, but I want that check. No, this is just kind of like a harder version of a star we got earlier in the game. With B Mario, 'tis but a trifle, really.
Yeah. Oh, you just take the one path and you never stop moving. You don't even have to use B Mario at all for his flight abilities. Though I'd imagine it's pretty nerve-wracking at times because you actually have a black hole beneath you this time, unlike last time.
Oh, a black hole in any given situation is pretty nerve-wracking. Why is this one of my favourite games again? It gives me constant terror.
I swear I like this game.
And with this, we're pretty much done with Seaside Galaxy, so we shall see you next time, where hopefully the engine room gets a bit more interesting. See you then.